We have an absolutely huge GCN unboxing for you this week. Not only in quality, not only in quantity, but also the fact that it is a total exclusive. Fizik are launching their 2018 range right here in these boxes. Not just these. These. We've got brand new saddles, brand new shoes, and I'm going to take you through and tell you the must-know details. And then what's more, despite the fact that some of these aren't even in the shops yet, we are giving you the opportunity to choose your choice of saddle and shoes and then potentially win. And not just one of you either, 5 winners. That's right. I'll tell you how you can enter the competition as usual later on in the video. But for now, you better pay attention because you could be about to choose your next saddle and shoes. In this video, we're going to be talking about shoes. Who doesn't love shoes, right? On the road side of Fizik, there are 4 completely new models. The R1B has now become the Infinito R1, and there are actually 2 models at this level, one of which is this, which is the Infinito Knit. Yeah, Knit. Are you ready for this? Look at that. It's obviously not like your grand's crochet. This is made out of an ultra high strength fibre that is then woven into a very specific, almost seamless pattern. The resulting shoe is really light and incredibly well ventilated. Now, if you are worried about water, clearly it's not a waterproof shoe, but what they've done is treat the fibre so that it becomes non-absorbent. So this is clearly an all-new shoe, but the second R1 is also significantly different from its predecessor, the R1B. You ready? Oh, look at that. Yes. Now, you can see at a glance that these 2 shoes are actually a very similar design. The main difference being the different material in the upper. This one being a perforated microtex, which is like a synthetic leather. Now, the main changes between this and its predecessor, the R1B, are actually as a result of all the hard work that Fizik have put into further refining the fit and comfort of the shoe, and it's actually yielded a whole load of cool new technology. So the 2 boa dials are still here, each one performing a slightly different function other than just holding your foot in place. So this lower one here is for volume control over your forefoot, so holding your foot snugly in place no matter what the shape of it. Whereas this upper one here, as well as holding your foot in, it gives you arch support. And then the other important thing is the sole. Now, this one is apparently nice and stiff. No mention of any kind of arbitrary stiffness index, which pleases me greatly. All you need to know really is that it's made out of a unidirectional carbon fibre, and it's pretty darn successful in the pro peloton. Tour of Flanders victory, anyone? Yeah, I wouldn't say no. Now, you can see that there is some mighty ventilation ports in that, but then also ventilation has been further improved by a mesh footbed. There you go, look at that. Nice looking insole. This Infinito Knit comes in this black with red colourway. Then the microtex of the R1 comes in this red with black. Then it also comes in black with red. I like that very much. Then black with black and a white and black one that I thought was so nice. Fizik actually didn't trust me with it. Yeah, I don't blame them, but still. Okay, let's move on to the Aria R3. Now, it sounded worse than it was. This one, just like the Infinito, is also different to its predecessor. Look at that. Oh yes. And it shares actually a lot of the same design features as the Infinito. So you've still got that enhanced volume control at the front, and you've also got that dynamic arch support there. Then the lower boa closure on this one is slightly different. So you've only got a single steel coated wire as opposed to the continuous loop that you have on the Infinito. Then you can also see this one is made from a microtex leather upper as well. But this one I don't know whether it was just me, but look, it's so smooth. Just kind of want to touch it. All right, that's a little bit weird, I'll admit. Now the sole is also full carbon, but a slightly different weave from the Infinito. You can still see that you've got those ventilation ports, although in a different place, but they're still there at the toe and also the heel to help get that all-important air flowing underneath your foot. And then the price, well, this actually retails 75 euros less than the Infinito and 100 euros less than the Infinito Knit. And it's available in 5 colorways: black and red, black, yellow, pink, white and black, black and black, black and yellow. And for the weight weenies out there, the R1 Knit, the R1 and the Aria R3 are actually all broadly similar. They all weigh rather impressive 230 grams, more or less. And another bit of interesting information for you, they're available from a size 37. So they're designed to effectively be unisex. Then we've got the R4B. Now this one remains unchanged from 2017, which is definitely no bad thing. But I did want to show you this, which is the very cool new colorway. Look at that, dark blue. Now, this R4 model has a composite carbon sole there. It's got one boa closure, and then that all-important volume control at the front is handled by those 2 Velcro straps. Right, I'm really excited about this next one. And if you too live in a temperate climate, I think you're going to understand why very shortly. Because this, is the Artica. Look at that. It is, of course, a winter bootie. Warm and waterproof. That looks good, huh? Do away with your overshoes and replace them with this. So it's got a waterproof and breathable Sympatex membrane in that goes all around the foot. And then, if you can see, it's got an inner bootie that's made of a breathable mesh material. And then, one of my favorite bits is this. Look at that. A slightly furry insole, which is reflective on the back to keep the heat in. Nice. I'm almost looking forward to winter. Okay. No, I'm not. But these definitely will make it better. Well, last but definitely not least, we have the entry level into the Fizik range, the R5. Now, it remains unchanged as well for 2017, but they have added this awesome new colorway. Look at that. Cheeky little black and white number. Very cool. You still get your arch support, you still get your volume control, but lower price. So this is your Fizik 2018 road shoe range. We've got the R5, we've got the R5 Artica, we've got the R4, we've got the Aria R3s, the Infinito R1s, and then this, of course, the Infinito R1 Knit. But then, that is just the tip of the iceberg, because we've got all these rather inviting looking boxes down here as well, because we haven't even touched on the new saddles as well yet. So do make sure you click through right away to watch that unboxing video. After all, you're going to need to know about them if you want to choose which ones you want to try and win. However, if you have already seen it, you can of course get through to the competition straight away. There is a link to the entry form in the description beneath this video. If you're interested in the mountain bike part of the Fizik range, particularly good for cyclocross and also XC racing, then you can just head over to GMBN to check out Neil Donohue's unboxing of that range. That one is just down there. Do make sure you subscribe to GCN. To do that, just click on the globe. And then of course, to see those saddles, remember to click down there.